Alrighty, ladies and gents, we are only a couple of weeks away from the biggest match of 2021, Devon Larratt v John Brzenk, the clash of the GOATs, whatever you want to call it. It's happening at King of the Table 2 in Dubai, and it is safe to say Devon Larratt is looking jacked. Yes, that's right. If you haven't seen it, have a look right here. Here is the photo of Devon Larratt right now. A lot of people were asking questions about what form Devon Larratt was going to be bringing to this King of the Table tournament. Of course, last time he pulled in King of the Table against Michael Todd, we saw the biggest Devon Larratt we've ever seen, a 295-pound Devon Larratt. He looked puffy, he looked big, he looked a little fat, he was breathing heavy. Not the case this time. This time, Devon Larratt is looking jacked, to say the least. And I wanted to share with you guys a little bit of an inside chat, a little bit of an inside scoop on what Devon Larratt is coming in at in terms of weight, what he's thinking, where he's at, because I had a chat with him yesterday, and I wanted to share it with you. So Devon Larratt, I saw this photo of Devon Larratt, and I was like, oh my goodness, okay, because here I was thinking, and I'd seen a lot of people thinking the same thing, that perhaps Devon Larratt was not going to come in at the same significance for this match against John Brzenk as he did against Michael Todd. Was he being nonchalant? Was he thinking he's going to do this easy? No. He's not thinking that way at all, and it is very clear when you look at the size of Devon Larratt that he is very much prepared and respecting his opponent in John Brzenk for this match. So, as I said yesterday, I had a bit of a chat. I was talking about this photo in particular with Devon. And he said this photo was a screenshot from an interview he did with the 98% Armwrestling group. I go check them out. But he said he's 275 pounds naked this morning was his weight. Now 275 pounds, that's pretty big. Remember, he was 295 pounds, dressed and fed at the weigh-in against Michael. And here's the interesting thing. Devon says to me, I'll probably be just shy of my mic weight, but a little bit leaner. A little bit leaner? I'm seeing a lot leaner. If we're judging by this photo that here is on display, I mean, that's a lot leaner. You can see the vascularity in Devon's arms is real. He's not carrying the same puffiness that he was when he faced Michael. He's looking really good. Now, I had to ask him a little bit more about this match. I talked about the fact that they're both in a realm of weight that we've never seen before. Yeah, we've seen it once before with Devon, but this is still very new territory for Devon in respect of being this size and pulling at this weight. John Brzenk, likewise, he's coming in at around 250 pounds. I'll speak to John before the match happens and I'll get confirmations of where he's at and those sorts of details, but I believe he's coming in around the 250, 255 pound mark, which is the biggest John Brzenk that's ever walked this earth. Now, naturally, this is going to be a spectacle. This match will be a spectacle. The two GOATs colliding. John with the intent of saying he wants to right the wrong of the 2008 loss to Devon in the Arm Wars. Devon Larratt in a very different space. He's enjoying being the hunted. He's enjoying the fact that John is coming for him and he gets to stand back and prepare and defend and control the situation from that side of the coin. Something new for Devon. I think he's enjoying it. But yeah, so Devon wrote back to me. He said, "This will be awesome. It is a treat to be in the seat of the hunted by Brzenk. I expect him to be one of his strongest forms ever." Now, I asked him a couple of questions and I was like, I'm not sure if Devon's going to give me an answer to these ones because these could reveal a little bit of his strategies or his tactics for the match. So I wasn't sure if he'd respond. I said, are you holding on or are you going to straps? And I wrote, you don't have to say. And I went further before he responded. I said, I can't help but think you have the power to get the slip if you're aiming for it immediately. Surely, John couldn't hold on to you if you just committed to outside slip. But, laugh out loud, crazy things can happen, especially when you're against the GOAT. Now, Devon's response then was an interesting one. Devon's response to that led me to believe that, ooh, wow, this is a real match. Devon's taking it seriously. But here's what Devon responded. I will play the best possible game I can to achieve the biggest win I believe I can attain. I have much respect to John. I must forecast a battle plan around a 4-3 or 4-2 victory. So there you have it. Devon Larratt respects John Brzenk that he is prepared to dig deep and find a victory at 4-3 or at 4-2. Devon is not going into this match with just the assumption that it'll be a 6-0. Sure, Devon Larratt will try to make it a 6-0. He will give it his all. That's where, of course, the betting line is for him on the shutout stake. He needs to win 6-0 in order to win the stake. So he'll be going for that, but he, in his mind, is preparing a plan of action for a red line match, a 4-3 victory or a 4-2 victory. So, ladies and gentlemen, this match, it's coming up soon. It's going to be special. I think it is the biggest match of 2021. It's the clash of the GOATs. These two gentlemen have more legacy than I think anyone else in the arm wrestling world to date. And the old rivalry will continue. Both of these guys kind of have something to prove. John, of course, beat Devon last time they faced in 2015 at the WAL. John eliminated Devon in the semi-final of that and went on to win the $20,000 prize. Devon Larratt left with the third place trophy because he couldn't make it to the final. And, of course, there is John's big motivation. The 2008 Arm Wars, the first man in the history of the sport to defeat John Brzenk in an arm wrestle, in a supermatch format, was Devon Larratt. And John has said on live streams, I'm going to correct the wrong that happened in that match. So this match has so much built into it. It is legacy oozing out of this match. Both of these guys, tremendous athletes. I love them both. Devon has to be the clear favourite and will go into this match the strong favourite to win. If you are betting, he is the favourite. He just is. And for good reason. He's the favourite. But there's John. John, to bet against John when John is the biggest he's ever been and he's exuding the confidence he has is a scary thing. I will be reserving my bet on this one. I don't think I will be betting because I am genuinely unsure of the result on how this one will go. I believe Devon Larratt is the favourite, but I, for the life of me, cannot write off John Brzenk. Anyway, ladies and gents, let me know in the comment section what you think about the form Devon Larratt is in. If he turns up being just shy of 295 pounds, looking as shredded as he currently is, oh man, it's going to be an epic match, and it's hard to see Devon Larratt being pinned 4 times, which is what John needs to do for victory. But again, of course, this is the GOAT we're talking about. This is the greatest arm wrestler of all time. This is John Brzenk in the biggest form he's ever been in his life. What does that mean? We're going to find out. December 11, King of the Table 2. Make sure your pay-per-view subscription is up to date with Core Sports and you're tuning that in live. It will be mega. I will be watching it. I may yet have an opportunity to be involved in the event. We can't wait to see if that actually does happen, but it's going to be awesome. And yeah, guys, don't miss it. All right, guys. See ya.
Yes, that's a bet!